Hi, Phil Aston here from Now Spinning Magazine with another unboxing video. Well, sort of. And I said that because it relates to when I unboxed this Frank Black and the Catholics vinyl box set of all the studio albums, many of which had never been on vinyl before. It still feels weird saying that, and I'm going to say it again. This live album, which I'll just have to remind myself because I keep forgetting it, Live at the Melkweg, which is available on CD for about $2.99, but it's an old version with half the tracks missing. This has got tons of extra tracks, absolutely tons of extra tracks. So without further ado, let's have a look at the record. So I recently reviewed the complete studio albums box set, which is 7 albums for like Frank Black and the Catholics, and that was my first real exposure to Frank Black as an artist, and I really liked that. So when I heard that there were going to be 2 more vinyl releases, I was very interested, and this one has fast become my favourite Frank Black album so far. It's a triple vinyl album. It's the complete 38 song show, which is available for the first time. It was available on CD a long time ago. It includes 18 previously unreleased tracks. It's a set that includes Frank Black tracks, obviously, but loads of tracks by the Pixies as well, which was Frank's previous band. It's been newly remastered, and it's pressed on 340-gram vinyl discs housed in a deluxe triple fold-out sleeve. So I'll have to move this across the camera so you can actually see the size of this thing. There's bare information on, there's no photographs or anything, but the actual vinyl itself, you gain access from the inside of the panels, not from the outside. So what I mean by that is where you might expect to get the record out from the outer edge, all of them are accessible from the inside, so you have to fold out the whole album. But the pressings are absolutely superb. I've been playing it quite a lot, and I'll give you a full review once I've got past this unboxing section. So that's the triple live album from Frank Black, and it's a very meaty release. The other one that's come out is basically, isn't this interesting for those collectors who go back a bit? Newly remastered and issued on vinyl for the first time. It doesn't seem that long ago when we used to see things saying newly remastered and on CD for the first time. So this is an artist where everything was on CD and now it's on vinyl. I really enjoyed this. These are all B-sides of what were CD singles, because otherwise they wouldn't have fit on vinyl singles at all. There's some really long tracks on here. You've got Springsteen, obviously there's a couple of Dylan tracks and Donovan. You know, and it's very, very good. So he's wearing his influences on his sleeve here, but again, it's a lovely pressing and a very, very enjoyable album. So here's the full review. So as you just saw, this is a very luxurious piece of vinyl. Triple album, 140 gram. Is that going to be the new 180 gram? But compared with some of the 80s vinyl pressings I've been showing you, that's still solid as a rock. It's my favourite Frank Black album so far. As I say, I only got into the band from the other box set, but this is hard, full-on rock and roll, some great guitar playing, great soloing. It's very punkish in places, but with 6 sides of music, with lots of tracks by the Pixies. There are elements where it's pure Americana. It's pure kind of country rock, bits of Stones, bits of Springsteen, Tom Petty-ish, but again punkish as well, the Gun Club, but wonderful. It's rock and roll music, just guitars, distorted guitars, but again soft light and shade. And as I said there in the unboxing of this, you know, there are so many extra tracks on this. It's a totally different beast. And the way that the songs are put together and sequenced, it goes well. So if you really want to kind of wake up the neighbours, you put side 1 on. If you're feeling more reflective, then you can play sides 5 or 6 or even side 3. There's a different kind of feel for the different sides of the album, but it's very, very, very good. And the other one that you saw as well, which is the one that makes me smile because it says newly remastered and issued for the first time on vinyl. Can't believe I'm saying that, when so many times first time on CD. First time on CD, now first time on vinyl. Amazing that we're going around in a loop. But how many people go and find their CD singles? And it's interesting when it says on here, B-side of a CD single. What the hell was that? What's a B-side of a CD single? You can't play the side of a CD. You know, I'm being a bit pernickety than I'm not. But I thought this was great, to collect all these things together. You know, the Jagger, you know, the Stones, Dylan, Donovan, Bruce Springsteen. You know, a different side of Frank Black expressing his creative soul. So again, that's a single album, but a great pressing, and I really enjoyed it. So those are out now, and if you're into Frank Black, the Catholics, or the Pixies, or indie rock, you'll really like this. And if you're into Americana, give them a go. Full on, you know, really loud rock and roll. And again, I love the fact that on the studio stuff, which this is still available, it's quite pricey now, is the fact that this is a band that just recorded straight to stereo. They just recorded it straight to stereo on the studio album, so they're used to playing live, which is probably why the live album is just so authentic and real. So thank you for being here, thank you for watching, thank you for supporting me, thank you to all my new patrons, and take care everybody. Remember, music is the healer and the doctor, and I shall see you very soon.